The Whale Cove and Cape Foul-weather areas near Depot Bay, Oregon, are steeped in a rich history that spans thousands of years, from Native American habitation to European exploration and modern conservation efforts. Here's a look at their stories. Whale Cove, a small crescent-shaped bay just 1.4 miles south of Depot Bay, has been a significant site for millennia. Long before European contact, it was part of the homeland of the Southern Siletz Band of the Tillamook people, who lived along the central Oregon coast. Archaeological evidence suggests that Native Americans occupied this area continuously for at least 3,000 years, finding shelter in the cove's natural embrace and harvesting its abundant marine resources. The cove's sheltered waters and surrounding forests provided food and materials, making it a vital spot for these coastal communities. In the mid-19th century, following the Rogue River Indian Wars, the U.S. government established the Siletz Indian Reservation in 1855, forcibly relocating members of 57 tribes to the region. As part of land allotments in 1887, William Depot, a former chief of the Rogue River tribe after whom Depot Bay is named, and his wife Matilda received 200 acres around Whale Cove, marking a new chapter in its human history. European presence in the area began to take shape in the late 16th century, though it remains a point of speculation. In 1998, British amateur historian Bob Ward proposed that Whale Cove might have been the landing site of Sir Francis Drake during his 1579 circumnavigation of the globe. Drake, who claimed the west coast of North America as New Albion for England, reportedly spent the summer careening his ship, the Golden Hind, in a sheltered bay. Ward's theory suggests Whale Cove's protected waters and basalt surroundings fit the bill, and over the years, this idea has gained traction among some historians, though it competes with over 20 other proposed sites along the coast. While intriguing, the claim lacks definitive archaeological proof, leaving it as a tantalizing possibility rather than a settled fact. Fast forward to the early 20th century, and Whale Cove took on a different role during Prohibition, 1920–1933. Its secluded nature made it a haven for bootleggers smuggling alcohol from Canada. In 1932, authorities raided the cove, uncovering over 3,000 gallons of bourbon, scotch, and rum buried in the sand. The crew was arrested, but in a daring twist, an Oregon liquor racket broke them out of jail along with their stash, only to be recaptured later near Grand Ronde. The repeal of Prohibition in 1933 ended this colorful episode, and the cove faded from the criminal spotlight. Cape Foul-weather, just a few miles south of Whale Cove, enters the historical record with a more definitive European connection. On March 7, 1778, Captain James Cook, the famed British explorer, sighted this basalt promontory during his third voyage in the Pacific. Standing 500 feet above the ocean, it was the first point on the northwest coast of what he called New Albion that he encountered. Cook named it Cape Foul-weather due to the stormy conditions his ship, the Resolution, faced shortly after. A fitting moniker, as the Cape's exposed position often catches fierce Pacific weather. At the time, the area was still inhabited by the Tillamook people, whose territory stretched from Tillamook Head to this rugged headland. Cook's naming solidified the Cape's place in exploration history, and its dramatic cliffs have since drawn visitors for their scenic beauty and whale-watching opportunities. In the modern era, both areas have become symbols of preservation. Whale Cove's ecological importance was recognized early on. It became Oregon's oldest marine reserve, with its ocean waters protected to safeguard marine life like harbor seals, nesting seabirds, and gray whales. The surrounding land saw significant conservation efforts in the 21st century. In 2014, after years of negotiation, property owners Bryce and B.B. Buchanan sold 13.97 acres around the cove for $1.1 million, well below its $2.25 million value, to a coalition including the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, Oregon Parks and Recreation Department, and the North Coast Land Conservancy. This land, now part of the Oregon Islands National Wildlife Refuge, protects critical habitat and ensures public access via nearby Rocky Creek State Scenic Viewpoint. Similarly, Cape Foul Weather's northern and southern flanks are preserved within state scenic viewpoints, like Otter Crest, offering sweeping views and a glimpse into its storied past. Together, Whale Cove and Cape Foul Weather weave a tapestry of natural beauty and human history, spanning native stewardship, speculative exploration, illicit trade, and a legacy of conservation that continues to shape their identity on Oregon's central coast today. The U.S. Coast Guard plays a significant role in the Whale Cove and Cape Foul Weather area, primarily focused on maritime safety and rescue. Stationed at Depot Bay since 1949, the Coast Guard operates from the town's small harbor, conducting search and rescue missions along this rugged stretch of coast. Known for its stormy seas and rocky hazards in the area, sees frequent calls for distressed vessels, stranded boaters, or swimmers caught in rip currents. The Coast Guard also enforces maritime laws, monitors fishing regulations, and ensures safe navigation, supporting the region's fishing and tourism industries. Their presence is a vital lifeline for this wild, wave-battered coastline. Thanks so much for joining me to explore the rich history of Whale Cove, Cape Foul Weather, and the U.S. Coast Guard's role in this stunning corner of Oregon. Your curiosity keeps these stories alive. If you enjoyed this dive into the past, don't forget to subscribe for more adventures and insights. See you next time.